Hey friends, welcome back to Ball Homestead. Today it's a cold, rainy day here in Northeast Arkansas, and I thought what better day to make some homemade instant coffee mixes. These would be kind of like your international coffees. I love these things. I love coffee, so I'm really excited to make these. First, we're going to make a Swiss mocha coffee. You start out with a half of a cup. I just bought some cheap instant coffee at the dollar store. It's nothing fancy. And let me see if I can poke a hole in this. We just need a half of a cup of that. Okay. 2 teaspoons of cocoa. This is a half of a teaspoon measure. A half of a cup of sugar. This is a 1/4 cup measure, so we're going to put 2 of those. And a cup of powdered milk. This is a half a cup measure, so we're going to use 2 of these. Then we're going to mix all this together, and we're going to even try it because, friends, it's a cold day, and what better way to have a cold day than to have a nice warm cup of coffee. I'm just going to mix all this together. Super easy, super cheap to make. It doesn't cost that much, and you make a whole bowl full here. I think this would make amazing gifts too. You can make a little coffee basket for Christmas coming up. I think that would be really nice. And what it says to do is to warm your cup up. And I'm just going to put me some warm water in the microwave. I don't really have a lot of coffee mugs because when I drink coffee, I drink a large coffee. So, there we go. And we will give this a taste test, and then we're going to move on to our next one. It is a vanilla cappuccino. I think that'll be really fun. But we can get us some jars and put this in, and look how pretty it is. I have a few over here. We're just going to get our little cup scoop here and scoop this into our jars. Look at that, friends. And we could decorate this up however we want it. I think there's probably going to be 2, maybe 3 little jars. So let's see here. We'll do a pint on this one and see how much is in there. I figure it'll be 2 half pints. But I love this kind of stuff, so I may just have to test this one out. So there we have it. We probably would have had 2 half pints of our Swiss mocha coffee mix. Super simple, friends. We have this little lid we're going to use. And let's see. I save lids to use for stuff like this. And we can decorate these jars up however we want. Let's give this a taste test. Let's see here. It said 1/4 of a cup. So there we go. We'll start out with that. It looks good. Let's see. All right, friends, we're going to give this a taste test. We're going to give this yummy coffee a taste test. it's so delicious. I went back and made some more jars for our gift giving because I love it so much. I'll probably even make some more because this is absolutely delicious. All right, to our next recipe, we are going to add a cup and a half of hot cocoa mix. Well, y'all know we made our own cocoa mix last week, so we're going to see how many recipes of this we can get. There's a half, 2, 3, 4. So we got almost 2 recipes of this. We like a half of a cup, so we're going to adjust here. We're going to pretend we're doing 2 recipes. We're going to taste test this too. One jar of French vanilla creamer. I bought Great Value. Okay, we got our 2 cups of cocoa in here. We're going to add, if I can get this open, this whole can. It says I think it's a 1 7 to 8 ounce jar. Well, this is 15, so this is going to be our double of this. It's French vanilla flavored. Now we're going to do 2 cups of powdered milk, so 4 scoops. Okay. Now we need 2 cups of sugar. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's our 2 cups of sugar. Now we're going to need a cup of instant coffee. We've got a half of a cup here. Let me go grab another one. I bought a couple of these. Okay, we got our instant coffee here. I'm going to add a little more because that one was just a hair shy. And now we're going to mix all this up and put it to the test. This first one is amazing. Let me get a spoon and we'll get this stirred up. I love coffee all the time, but on cool days like today, friends, I could drink coffee all day long. I know I don't need to because of all the calories, but I love coffee and coffee flavored drinks. And I think this will make a lovely gift for somebody that's a coffee lover, especially. You know, you could put one of each of these in there and maybe a small jar of pancake mix for a breakfast basket, because we're going to do a homemade pancake mix that you just add water next. We're just going to mix all that good together. We want it all well mixed, well combined. All right. Now we're going to put it in our jars. See how many jars we got of this. You can smell the vanilla, so maybe I'll be able to tell the difference. I probably should have made some labels. Let's get us another cup of water warming. I won't make this one quite as big since I've got the other cup over there I'm drinking on, and I don't need to drink a whole ton of this, especially this late in the evening, but I love it. So we're going to set these here so I know which ones are which. It smells wonderful. It smells vanilla-y and just wonderful. I'm going to have to go grab some more jars for sure. Nice full jars here. We had our little granddaughters. Last night I went and met my daughter in Walnut Ridge and got them. And then we took them home today. So it's been a long, busy day. But they had fun and we sure enjoyed them. They're funny little girls. 2 and 5. So they're just so cute and comical. Let me grab some more jars. I figure we're going to need 4 or 5 more. All right. Let's see how far this gets us. I love having these homemade gifts in my area in there so I can whip together something. And I love stuff like this because it's a unique gift. Nobody really makes coffee mixes. So I think this will be a fun gift to give. And for each one of these mixes, you need 1/4 of a cup per cup of coffee. So, and we are going to need probably 2 more. This one definitely made way more, but we'll give it a taste test. Actually, let me get that mixed up. Let's see here. Let's give it a taste and see how it is. Oh, friends, this is heaven. Oh my, this is so good. Very good. Probably my new favorite, like, international coffee, if that's what you want to call it. That's so good. The mocha's good too, but that is like next level. So good. That vanilla flavor. I love vanilla, so whew, that's good. I actually, I'll just put it in a jar. I think we're almost out of space here. Let's see. This may be my personal stash. So good. Okay. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 and a half pints of this mix. And it's so good, friends. So good. Oops. All right. Now we're going to make some easy homemade pancake mix. I think this would make a super cute gift to have 2 of the coffee mixes, 1 of each kind, and a pancake mix in the middle. And I'm going to make a bigger jar because I'm going to make this for my daughter to give to her in her housewarming basket. I thought I would just go ahead and make it because I have plenty of already homemade mix. So what we need, I'm going to grab my bulk flour container real quick because it takes quite a bit. All right, friends, we're going to get this homemade pancake mix mixed up. This is a just to add water mix. You don't need to add anything but water and pancake mix when you make these. So we're going to start out with 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to add that to our bowl. Next, we're going to add 3/4 cup of powdered milk. My measuring cup is a 1/4 cup measure, so we're going to add 3 of those. Now we're going to add 1/3 cup of sugar. My measuring cup there is 1/4 cup, so we're going to add 1/4 and just a little bit more. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons or tablespoons of baking powder. And 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Now we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm just kind of pouring that in my hand. My salt shaker's been messed up, the top is, so to keep from making a big mistake, I put it in my hand. Now we're going to mix that all together. And we're going to get that in our jar. I get those jars, I save them from work. They're jalapenos came in this one. It's a 1/2 gallon jar. And if I can get a jar for free that size, I try to save them. I just wash them really good and get the label off of them and use them for my homemade mixes. Plus, if you're giving it as a gift, you're getting your 1/2 gallon jar or gallon jar for free. So that's win-win. We're going to get our pancake mix put in there. And that almost fills 1/2 gallon. And now we're going to get our lid, and the lid does say Mount Olive on it, but we're going to put a little top on it to kind of cover that up. You could also paint the lid if you wanted to or whatever. Me, for around here, it doesn't bother me, but since I'm going to be putting this in a gift basket, I kind of wanted to dress it up a little bit. Our daughter, our oldest one, just bought a house, and they're just waiting on a closing date. And once they get settled in, I want to have them a little housewarming party, and I thought I would make them a neat little gift basket with all kinds of homemade goodies in it. Things to make her life a little easier and save them some money. We're just going to cut a little piece of fabric, and we're going to use some jute twine there to, once I figure out how to get a piece off, it was kind of hard to find an end, so I made an end, and then it kind of got tangled up on me. But anyways, we figure it out. But we're going to cut a piece of that and then tie it around. If you do a little research on your homemade mixes, they're so easy to make from ingredients you probably have at home. And it's so much better because it's homemade and it's so much cheaper. We're just going to tie that around, and I wasn't really happy with how long it was, so I'm going to trim some of it up. Just make it a little cuter. Give it a little quick trim. It took a few minutes to do this, and we have a cute little product to add to our gift basket. And that's how simple homemade pancake mix is, friends. All right, friends, thank you for stopping back by our homestead. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, look at all of our goodies. Goodbye, friends.